Title: Jimin and Suga's adventure on the river one sunny spring morning. Jimin and Suga decided to unwind from their busy schedule by going to a small river in a quiet village. The river is famous for its clear water and beautiful natural views. Hyun, look. The water is very clear. We can see small fish in it. Jimin exclaimed while pointing at the river. Suga, who is known for his calm demeanor, just smiled faintly and raised the camera to take photos of the view. This would be good for song inspiration, he muttered under his breath. They decided to go down the river in a small boat rented by local residents. Jimin, full of enthusiasm, took the paddle and started pedaling. But, because they were too excited, their boat ended up spinning around in place. Hyun, you have to help. At this rate, we won't get anywhere, Jimin protested while laughing. Suga finally joined in rowing, although with lazy movements. You're too enthusiastic. Just relax, this isn't a competition, he said jokingly. After a while, they arrived at an area where the water was shallow and full of colorful rocks. Jimin immediately got out of the boat to collect stones that he thought were interesting. Hyun, look at this. This stone is heart-shaped, he said while showing his find to Suga. Suga, who was sitting on the edge of the boat, just nodded while opening a bottle of cold drink. I'm glad you're enjoying this, Jimin. But don't get too wet, you'll get cold. When they returned to land, Suga gave Jimin an idea. What if we wrote a song about this moment? It could be called Whisper of the River. Do you like it? Jimin's eyes lit up. Hyun, that's a beautiful idea. I want to write lyrics about small happiness like this. They ended the day feeling satisfied, taking home not only happy memories but also inspiration for new songs. Whisper of the River. That night, after returning from the river, Jimin and Suga sat on the small terrace of their accommodation. The night sky was full of stars, and the sound of crickets and the gurgling of river water could still be heard from a distance. Jimin brought a small acoustic guitar that he found in the corner of the inn. Excitedly, he strummed the guitar strings, trying to compose a melody. Hyun, listen to this, he said while playing some simple notes. I wanted this song to sound gentle, like a gently flowing river. Suga, who was sitting relaxed with a notebook in his hand, nodded slowly. It's a nice melody, but I think we can add something to give it a sense of peace, he answered while jotting down some lyrics that came to mind. What lyrics did Hyun write? Jimin asked curiously. Suga smiled slightly, then read in a soft voice, the river whispers softly, carrying dreams untold in its gentle flow. Our hearts find peace and hold. Jimin was silent for a moment, impressed by the beauty of the words. Hyun, that's perfect. I think we should write more about how this river makes us feel calm and reconnect with ourselves. They spent the evening composing songs together. Jimin added his soft vocals to the melody, while Suga, with his skill, perfected the song's lyrics and structure. The song is a perfect blend of the warmth of Jimin's voice and the depth of Suga's emotions. The next day, they decided to record a simple demo of the song by the river. With a small microphone that Suga brought, they recorded the sound of flowing water in the background of the song. This song is not just about the river, said Jimin with a smile. It's about how we find peace amidst all our busy lives. Suga nodded in agreement. Yes, it's like a new breath. Something that can remind us to stay calm even though our world is busy. When they returned to town, the song Whisper of the River became one of their favorite works. Even though it was initially just a personal memory, fan response and song power after Whisper of the River was included in the album. Jimin and Suga were touched by the fans' reception. The song they originally only wrote for themselves has now become one of the most streamed on music platforms. The evening after the release, Suga opened their social media and saw various comments from BTS fans that touched their hearts. This song brings calm after a long day. Thank you, Suga and Jimin, for bringing peace. Whisper of the River makes me feel like I'm back in nature, away from the hustle and bustle of life. You guys always know how to make us feel appreciated with such deep music. Jimin smiled broadly reading the comments. Hyun, they really feel this song. I'm happy to be able to share the calm we felt on that river. Suga, who is usually quieter, looked at his cell phone screen with slightly teary eyes. I never thought this song could make people feel like that. Sometimes we just need to return to a calm place and remember who we really are. One day, they had the opportunity to appear at a special event featuring BTS. Songs that were deeper and full of meaning. They decided to perform Whisper of the River Live. While performing, Jimin and Suga felt a stronger bond with each other and with their fans, who also felt peace in every note played. After the performance, backstage, Jimin appeared to be smiling broadly. Hyun, I feel like that river right now. We gave everyone a little peace, even just for a moment. Suga nodded, though couldn't help but smile a little. Yes, and that is the greatest gift we can give. This song is not only for us, but also for those who have supported us from the start. The story continues. Whisper of the River ultimately became one of the songs that is remembered in BTS's career. Not only because of the soothing melody and lyrics,